Scroy Financial.
We needed a plan to protect what matters most. By investing in our future, that all started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Northtown Athletic Complex here in Amherst, New York. It's a MUNY AAA baseball matchup. It's a classic. The Diesels taking on All In Sports here, and it's Mark Johnson here along with Timmy Morozic, Frank Wolf on production. And it's a beautiful day, 86 degrees. Temperatures were in the low 90s most of the day, but some clouds have come into the western New York area here. And Timmy, these two teams here, I don't know if they know each other well, but the players know each other pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a nice matchup. You have a up-and-coming new team in the league this year. All In is a new team to the league, and they look like they have a strong contingent of great college representation. You got also pro representation. You have LG Castillo, the famed Lancaster legend, now with the Milwaukee Brewers farm system. Also Aaron Phillips with the San Francisco Giants farm system. Name two of the big players in this game. So legitimate action, legitimate players in this game tonight.
And starting right behind us, warming up, was the former Kenmore West quarterback stand down, and a great pitcher, number 32, Andrew Fron. He'll get the nod for All In Sports. And starting for Diesel will be number 20, Zach Leighton. Gets the go-ahead from coach and manager Paul Wolf for Diesel.
And looking at the Diesel team, Monday had a really good pitching performance. They're going to look to need that pitching performance against a pretty deep, young, all-in team.
That looks like we could have had a curveball thrown right at us right off the bat as we get ready to start this game. Pitch on the way, and that one's in there for a strike. A hard fastball. Strike one.
And that on the mound is Ryan Baruti for Diesel, but I think there's a different number. He's listed as 24, and the starting pitcher here is number 22, so we're going to get might be Kevin Hughes.
There is a shot to left center field, and it's going to be dropped out there. And going into second base with a stand-up double, number 45, Adam Ranke. So that's the way the All In Sports likes to start, and they'll start this game off with a double.
Oh, right away, All In showing that they have some pop in their bats, and it's a good-looking lineup. They got Kyle Laplante up next here. Laplante, shortstop. Also another speedster, I would assume.
So Ranke connects on the second pitch of the ball game. He's at second base, nobody out. Leighton gets his signal. Fires one in there and swing and a miss. Strike one. Laplante, the hero the other night, actually, in a 6-2 loss, but he had two big hits, a triple and a double, and a tough loss Wednesday night. Leighton checks the runners. Fires it low into the dirt, and a long throw back over to second base, and getting back in there was Ranke.
Yeah, Ranke had to use quick footwork there, get back on base as the throw was near perfect.
Leighton gets his sign. Looks back at Ranke once again. The pitch. And that's a ground ball to the left side, and charging hard, the shortstop makes the play. And that's a nice play there by Mike Wagner, number 27. For Diesel, one down.
That's going to move the runner to third, so Adam Ranke now at third base, and All In with a very good chance to bring in the run.
Former Lancaster legend and Milwaukee Brewer prospect LG Castillo comes up. A right-handed hitter, can hit him far and hit him long. What a great athlete. And kind of fun to see LG play here in his hometown. There is a shot that's fouled away here down the right field line.
Well, and LG last year had a nice finishing season at the high A ball, I believe it was. Showed a little more power and ended the season on a good note.
And Leighton gets his sign now. The man at third, it's Ranke. And the pitch, and it's high. LG lets it go high, 1-1.
So right now, the interesting thing, in my opinion, Mark, is watching how Leighton can get command of the mound here. He's got a 1 out, runner on third.
Leighton looks over at Ranke and fires in at LG. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Good looking off-speed pitch for Jordan Leighton.
LG did it all for Lancaster. Hit 27 home runs in 2 seasons with the Legends. And then the Brewers picked him up in the 17th round. Leighton swing and a miss, and LG strikes out. So there's 2 down here in the top of the first.
And that's a confidence builder right there for Leighton to get his first strikeout and also to get it against one of their top hitters, LG Castillo.
Well, that's going to bring up the catcher, Mike Fleming, hitting from the left-hand side. With 2 down here, a man at third. And Leighton's first offering is in there. Strike, swinging strike 1.
Well, Mark, you mentioned 86 right now. Temperatures dropped down a little bit below that, 83. There is a chance of rain, but hopefully that will stave off. And really no wind whatsoever to think. About an 8-mile-an-hour wind, but it doesn't even feel like it.
Leighton fires a pitch, a fastball, just missed outside. Fleming let that go.
And one of the things with Paul Wolf's Diesel team is he has a very nice pitching staff. On Monday, he went to the well, was able to utilize a few different pitchers, all to great success, and Leighton's looking sharp so far.
The pitch, and it's high. Fleming let it go by. And the count goes to 2-1. Top of the first, no score here, and a chance for All In Sports with Adam Ranke, who led off this game with a double over at third base, trying to get home. Leighton rocks, fires, and that's low. Just missed down low. 3-1 count.
You're right, Mark. That was just a little bit below the strike zone, and good movement so far, though, for the sharp pitcher, Adam Leighton. Jordan Leighton, excuse me.
Leighton gets his sign. Winds, kicks, delivers, and that's foul back to the screen, so full count here.
Well, you think about these temperatures, and 83 is like a air conditioning outside right now, and you can see there's a good crowd again, and a lot of people are coming out to support MUNY baseball. It's very good action, and certainly encourage you to come out to these games.
3-2 pitch now from Leighton into Fleming, and he draws the walk. Missed him high outside, so Mike Fleming trots down to first base. Men at the corners here with 2 down.
And that's a really good at-bat there for Mike Fleming, making the pitcher work, and that was a very close pitch, but nonetheless a walk, and Mike Fleming earns a first base trip to first base as a result.
First baseman Sam Pastore steps into the batter's box. See what he can do here. With 2 out here in the top of the first. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, right now that off-speed little sinker action is really working well for Jordan Leighton. You can see that's one of his go-to pitches.
Leighton got a sign, he didn't like it, shook it off. And Fleming with a small lead over here at first. I don't think he's a threat. Leighton takes a peek at him anyway. Pitch, and that's in there for a strike. What a fastball that was.
Yeah, he's showing a good mixture of pitches so far in this first inning.
Top of the first, no score. 2 men on here for All In Sports. The red jerseys, white pants. The pitch, and that ball is hit, and it takes a bad hop here over the second baseman. A run will score, will get the ball in the infield. And not having a chance at that ball was Mark DeLeo. That ball took a wicked hop on him.
Yeah, that was, you definitely wouldn't call that an error, I don't believe. I would say that's a clean base hit, and that's going to bring in a run. So Sam Pastore driving in the first run of the game.
1-0, All In Sports with the lead. Tyler Phillips checks in, the right fielder. He puts the bat on the ball, and there's a long throw from the shortstop, and I don't know, he might have beat it out. They're going to call him out at first base. The speedy Tyler Phillips came down the line there, Timmy, and they're going to call him out.
Yeah, I think that was a good call. Looked like that didn't get the call, didn't reach that first base, and we have a pretty good perspective here, being close to the first base. So I'd like to thank a few of our sponsors here as we change going into the bottom of the first. Paul Wolf Insurance Agency. You can reach them at paulwolfagency.com or dial them up at 716-835-9653. Logistics Plus of Buffalo. They can be reached at 716-877-9653. They're moving packages of all shapes and sizes. And MUNY AAA Baseball is sponsored in part by Todd Shack and DDS and the Aesthetic Associates Center. Embarrassed to smile? Missing teeth? Call 839-1700 for free consultation with x-rays. Tell them you found him on Western New York Athletics TV and receive a 10% discount. And also sponsoring tonight is G&G Fitness. They're at 7350 Transit Road, Amherst, New York. Visit them online at www.livefit.com.
All right, getting ready to go here with the bottom of the first inning. It's a 1-0 All In Sports lead here over Diesel. And for the Diesel lineup, they'll start out with hard-hitting number 27, Mike Wagner. Batting seconds, Neil DeMartin. Number 13, number 8, Matt Wiedelispes. Batting in the cleanup spot, number 14, John Zambra. In the 5-hole, number 87, the DH, Nick Janzinski. Batting sixth, number 5, it's Jacob Victor. Batting seventh, number 32, Mark DeLeo. Batting eighth, the catcher, Tommy Lacongo. BJ Snack, number 23rd, is the extra hitter tonight. So here we go. Mike Wagner sets in. Left-handed hitter takes a look at the first pitch. It's low, ball 1.
And on the mound, Andrew Fron, the old Kenmore West quarterback, and now looking really sharp in his early Muni League.
The ball's popped up and ran down. What a nice play there. Kyle Laplante pulled the old George Brett, ran it back down, and took what would look like it might have been a base hit away on a nice play.
A little bit of confusion there, and it worked out fine for All In with their first out of the game.
Oh, and once again, another left-hander steps in. That's Neil DeMartin. And the first pitch is in there for a ball. Fron, a big, tall right-hander, fires. And that was a rocket pitch there. That just missed. 2-0.
And we have to thank Fron for providing us with some bug spray prior to the game. We had a few insects crittering around here, and the pitcher saved the day for us.
Sure did. Producer Frank Wolf having some difficulty with the summer pest. That last pitch was rocketed into the Diesel bench. Foul. So the 2-1 offering now from Fron. With the 1 down. Andrew gets the signal, and that pitch is hit out to left field, and made the catch there was Adam Ranke, who came over and snagged it.
Fron showing a Nice start so far on the mound with 2 pop-ups, both to shallow left center, or shallow left, I should say.
Well, that'll bring up Matt Weedlespas. And I'm probably hammering that name. They call him Weeds. And he takes a fastball inside and misses ball 1. One thing about Andrew Fraun, Timmy, he works quick.
Yeah, he sure does. You could see he's got a good command on the mound, and he's no stranger to this scene.
Fastball missed outside with a 2-0 offering coming from Fraun. Pitch. And checked it. I think he did. So Weeds unable to hold up on that swing. 2-1 count here.
Pretty much this entire roster is consisting of college players, and most of the teams have college players that have been on squads for 3 years or more. Not quite sure where Fraun is in attendance at school right now. I know he's just right out of high school.
He's at Canisius. He's there pitching.
Well, he lost his batter there. Ball 4 as Weeds makes his way down to first base. So Diesel with some man at first here in the 2 down, bottom of the first inning. That brings up John DeZambra, number 14. So 3 out of the first 4 hitters, Timmy, left-handers.
Yeah, that's an interesting matchup.
This kid can hit, that's for sure. Fraun takes a look, delivers, and throws a nice pitch in there for a strike. That was a nice fastball.
Yeah, that clocked at, I would say, a good 80-plus miles an hour.
15-1 winners Monday night for Diesel. And a swing and a miss for strike 2 there. Fraun took a little bit off that pitch, Tim.
Yeah, he's showing a bit of a similar to Jordan Layton, showing a good mix of pitches so far in this first inning.
The 2-1 offering. Excuse me, 1-2 offering. And stepping out of the batter's box was DeZambra. Now we're ready to go. The pitch. And the ball hit on the ground. Oh, another bad hop. Rifles right over the shortstop's head. He didn't have a chance. Kyle Laplante almost had his head taken off there. That was a real bad hop.
Well, you know, you look at the infield, and I was complimenting the field earlier. The outfield looks good, but there's definitely a little bit of weed buildup in certain areas, and I would say that's a major attribute to some of these funky hops so far, and can't really fault the shortstop there, number 3.
Yeah, Laplante was in position, Tim, to make the play. The ball just went right over his head off the 2-hop. Swing and a miss to the batter, Nick Jasinski. And Jasinski had a heck of a game on Monday night. 3 hits, including a home run.
And Nick is a big kid. You can see he's built for the long ball.
The pitch is down low and missed. 2-0. We have a scoreboard here. Unfortunately, it's not functioning. So we're doing it the old school way, all by hand. Fraun gets his sign, and a fastball way up top.
What's interesting here, Mark, is both pitchers in the first inning have had a little bit of challenge and pressure on them, and we'll see how Fraun can respond if he can get out of this inning unscathed.
The pitch, and the ball is going to be fouled away.
So what started as a 1-2 inning, he couldn't turn it into a 1-2-3 inning, and now he has runners on first and second, and looking to try to end the inning here against a very difficult Nick Jasinski.
Jasinski, he's ready to go. Fraun gets his sign. Takes a peek at the runner. And now time is called here as Andrew Fraun really was zipping along there for a while there, Tim, and now he's a little shook up, I think.
Yeah, he's facing his first challenges, and so far he doesn't look to have any body language other than just hitting Nick Jasinski there now.
Yep, Jasinski got hit with that pitch. He'll go down to first, and we have bases loaded here with 2 down.
Troubled water abounds. You're right about that. 2 down, but bases juiced and some real trouble right now. If he can get out of this inning, that's a great sign for all in.
Nick shaking that left arm. Got him right above the elbow. Tough kid. Tall player. That brings up Jacob Victor on to the 6th hole with bases loaded here. 2 down, bottom of the 1st. Trying to get on the board here is Diesel. There's a outside fastball that hits the corner for a strike.
One of the interesting things about this matchup tonight is you got a new team and all in going against really the powerhouse of the league in Diesel. And so far, Diesel's showing that veteran leadership. There's pass ball there.
Yeah, wild pitch, I think. Let's see how they're going to rule that. But regardless, Diesel's on the board.
And Matt Weidelsbeck will get the first run for Diesel. And Andrew Fraun is now showing some signs of concern for all in.
So Diesel ties it up 1-1 here as the runners move up 90 feet. Men at 3rd and 2nd. Fraun. And just missed low with that fastball. So he's having some control issues here the last 6-7 pitches.
Yeah, and what looked again, the first 2 outs were 1-2 outs, and now he's reached the middle of the order of Diesel, and they're showing what they're made of. This is a team that has great continuity, great camaraderie, and showing a lot of confidence right now as well.
The batter, Mark DeLeo, fouled away that pitch. On a 1-1 offering from Fraun. And just missed low. And a steal at home, and coming in safe on a nice play there is the Zambra.
How about that? A little trying to catch him sleeping, but nice alertness by the Zambra. That was,
Did they call him out?
Yeah, they called him out, so.
They did.
Wait for all in. That could have been a little ugly, and Paul Wolf is talking it over now with the umpire. Wants an answer on what the umpire saw.
Looked like he had a tremendous jump down the line, and they called him out at home plate. So the game remains 1-1 here going in the top of the 2nd.
I'm going to say unofficially there's no errors because, I guess you could consider that last inning there was 1 error hitting that. But we're going to take a quick break and go to our sponsors.
We didn't get here by accident. It starts with a plan to protect your future, to invest in your future. It started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
We needed a plan to protect what matters most. By investing in our future, that all started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Loose dentures? Eat that steak and corn on the cob again with Shatkin Mini Dental Implants.
All right, back live here, top of the second inning, and a nice play over at first base for Diesel to get the hard-running Comerford. Number 41, they called him out. It was a close play. Layton's pitch.
And Layton looks like he is really into the game now, warmed up. He's got a very nice delivery, really smooth, and he hides the ball fairly well prior to release.
Salas the batter. That ball's popped up and going to be coming down right down the right field line. It's going to drop in there fair. And he's going for two, and he's going to be in there safe. What a nice play there. Number 1, Isaiah Salas. So he dropped one down the right field line, Tim.
Yeah, and you could hear a little discussion there between the right fielder and second baseman, Mark DeLeo, and just a glare from the lights, and that's one of those early season errors that I don't know whether you'd call it an error, or I think you're going to rule that more or less a single because it was somewhat hitting the gap there.
Brings up the second baseman, Brandon Orr. So he's going to man out there at second base. Huge cloud moving in behind that third base dugout. Pitch is high, missed, ball 1.
So the score is 1-1. Diesel now has an opportunity with runner in scoring position to start the second inning.
Well, actually, it's all in sports.
Oh, I'm sorry, all
That's
in.
Manny.
Excuse me.
Diesel in their away whites. Nice uniforms here tonight. Layton looks, checks the runner. Pitch on the way, and that's low in the dirt. Ball 2.
Yeah, I was checking out the hats for both these teams prior to the game starting, and Diesel has the cool-looking diesel engine-looking truck or train, if you will, and All In has the great white buffalo. So some really nice uniforms for this MUNY league.
The pitch was grounded foul down the third base line. So Orr trying to make something happen here for All In Sports. 1-1 tie here in the top of the second.
It feels like baseball in the air, doesn't it, Mark?
Sure does, and so glad to get some sort of the ball game back. Well, what's been going on here over the last 3-4 months.
What's cool is the MUNY leagues always have, played a second string to the Bisons or Batavia, and right now, a lot of these players many of them are still in the prime of their careers, getting a chance to be the head spotlight locally and nationally for that matter.
Layton's last pitch missed inside. Now he'll check the runner. The pitch, and that is inside as well, and he walks his man. So Orr draws the walk. Men at first and second now. And that's going to bring up number 28. Whipple.
That's Layton's second walk of the game.
Well, Alex Whipple comes up. He's a left-hander. And these pitchers are digging themselves in a hole here. Layton's pitch. And Whipple looks at it high. Ball 1. That is a massive cloud formation back there. Tim, I hope that thing stays up north. It looked on the radar that everything was coming in and then going north around us. I hope that stays that way. Layton delivers and misses high once again. So control issues here now for Layton.
Yeah, and he's got one out. He was able to get Comerford. Comerford had a nice contact, but just couldn't beat out that throw. And other than that, just one out so far for Diesel.
Pitch to Whipple, and that's missed again up high. Well, 3-0 now to Alex Whipple. I thank our cameraman tonight, Fuzzy Dean, running the camera. And, of course, our producer, Frank the Wolfman Wolf. Back out here at Northtowns. Pitch number 4, and it's ball 4, and we have bases loaded here, Tim. Once again, trouble for the pitchers.
Yeah, both pitchers dealing with bases loaded, and now it's Jordan Layton's time to see if he can persevere. Andrew Fraun was able to get out of that inning, not necessarily by his own pitching prowess, but with a decision to try to steal home. And with one out, Jordan Layton is going to have to show what he's made of here.
That brings up Adam Ranke, who had a double to start this game off. The right-handed hitting Lanky.
And Ranke also scoring the lone run. Well, the lone run right now as it stands for the all-in.
So now a discussion at the mound as some of the infield comes in along with the catcher, Lacongo.
It's a worthwhile discussion. This is a very critical moment in the game. All in, you don't want to give this team an opportunity to take the lead on you. We know that Diesel can hit, but sure right now, All in is showing a good eye and the ability to hit. While we're taking this pitching break here, we're going to thank our sponsors, MUNY AAA Baseball, sponsored in part by Todd Shacken, DDS, and the Aesthetic Associates Center. Embarrassed to smile, missing teeth? Call 839-1700 for a free consultation with x-rays. Tell them you found them on WNY Athletics TV and receive a 10% discount.
So here we go. Bases loaded here. It's top of the second inning, and the pitcher for Diesel, Layton, is in trouble. Pitch on the way to Ranke. Contact, but foul for number 45.
Well, one thing's for sure, with the weather, both pitchers likely having no problem being warmed up right now, and now into their second inning, and Layton showing a little bit of trouble right now.
Fastball fouled back. Ranke had a good pitch to swing at, knows it. Hits his bat in frustration. And quickly the count 0-2 here to Adam Ranke. Ranke and Laplante on Wednesday night had 2 hits apiece. Layton fires, and the ball's hit right back to him. Layton's going to come home, get the first one, and they're going to get a nice double play there. Beautiful effort from the catcher Lacongo as he went up the first base. Double play, and they're out of the inning. How about it?
That was tremendous work, and All in with a very great job executing the double play to end the inning. We're going to take a moment to thank some more sponsors. G&G Fitness at 7350 Transit Road, Amherst, New York. Visit them online at www.livefit.com. The Paul Wolf Insurance Agency, that would be paulwolfagency.com, 716-835-9653 to reach them by phone. Also, Logistics Plus of Buffalo, moving packages of all shapes and sizes. You can contact them at 716-877-9653. And during this COVID time, a lot of packages are being moved frequent and often and high intensity, so Logistics Plus is there to help you in need.
Do you want whiter teeth? Visit the Aesthetic Associates Center's I Smile Spa.
We didn't get here by accident. It starts with a plan to protect your future, to invest in your future. It started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
We needed a plan to protect what matters most. By investing in our future, that all started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
All right, we're back live here, West New York Athletics TV, Facebook. And it's I believe, 1-1 game here.
It is 1-1. Both teams able to scurry out of bases loaded and find themselves unscathed with those bases juiced.
Fraun gets the sign, delivers, and he rips a fastball in there for a strike.
Fraun started out that first inning, very quick work with the first 2 at-bats, and later got himself into a little trouble, but managed to only give up 1 run.
Missed with that pitch. Now he's working quickly to 1-1 on its way, and swing and a miss. And striking him out. No, that's 2 strikes, excuse me, for Jacob Victor. Victor had probably the best look at that attempted steal in the last inning. Fran quickly and punched foul down the third baseline. So Jacob Victor got the bat in the last inning and in this inning.
All in, coached by Anthony Balestria. And, of course, Diesel, coached by Paul Wolf.
Fran gets his sign, and now time is called. Nice broadcast location right down here along the first base line. Pitch, and swing and a miss there as Victor goes down swinging, 1 out.
And right like that, Paul Fran with his first strikeout of the game.
He's picked up his intensity, and he's picked up his pace here. And another pitch that's in there for a strike. For Mark DeLeo, the left-hander. And he takes a look at the next pitch is in the dirt, 1-1. 32 versus 32 here. DeLeo swinging from the left-hand side. Pitch on the way, and that's going to be flared foul down the third base side and well out of play.
Almost reach unlucky car.
Yeah. 1-1 ball game here. In the bottom of the second, the home team is Diesel. The pitch, trying to hold up, and he could not do it. He struck him out. So Fran is starting to pick up the motor here a little bit, Tim.
Back-to-back Ks. And Fran, like you said, he made quick work. You could see he doesn't waste time between pitches, and when he's in rhythm, that's a very great sign for all in.
Tommy Lacongo, the catcher, steps in. First pitch, I believe, missed. Fran missed again outside. So Andrew Fran, I think, really likes to rush his delivery a little bit, and sometimes that proves some control problems. And now a hit batsman. Lacongo gets hit in the shoulder. And I believe that is the second hits batsman in this game.
Yeah, Nick Jasinski in the first inning was hit by a pitch, and 3 batters later, Tommy Lacongo. So some momentary control issues for Andrew Fran in this early outing in the second inning.
So Bart Stack, his nickname is BJ, and he was going to try to lay down a bunt. Instead, the pitch gets away from the catcher. And going down to second base is number 18.
This is where, Mark, I think if you're the catcher, maybe you just want to go up to Fran. It's a moment in the game where you'd like to make sure he's under control. It's early, but 2 signs back-to-back of a little disarray.
Pitch missed high and outside to Stack. He's going to Canisius. Left-handed hitter. And I believe we might have had a pinch runner come in on us there. Number 18 is down at second baseman. Now the umpire calls timeout. I'm looking on my roster, and I do not see an 18 for Diesel. So I'll have to check and find out who that is. As Fran stares in at Stack. And he bluffs a throw back to second base. Spin around move there.
Well, the participants for these teams can have up to 30 players, I believe. So a couple extras maybe that have not had their name officially stamped on the roster. And 18 could be one of those players.
So Fran looks in once again at his catcher Fleming. Andrew gets the sign. Really taking his time now. And now another ball gets by Fleming. And that is going to be another pass ball there, Tim.
As I mentioned, Mark, I think it would have been a wise choice for the catcher to take some time and just settle the young pitcher down. He's doing it now I think it would have been well served to do it a couple at-bats ago.
So Fleming has a chat with Fran here as they slowly head back to the pitcher's mound. And Andrew Fran, a tough one to figure out here tonight, Tim. He's pitched well, but then runs into issues with his control.
Well, the control is really coming to light right now. A little bit showed its one walk and one hit by pitch in the first inning, and now definite issues.
Fran with the low fastball that connects for a strike. He needed that pitch. And a 1-1 tie here. And pitch high, misses outside, and walks his man. So Stack comes down to first base. They got him listed as the EH here. And that should bring up Ryan Baruti to call him the Tiger. And another left-handed hitter. Goodness gracious, this team is stacked with left-handers. Fran, the pitch, missed.
Well, you
outside.
You mentioned the control issues for Fran, and good possibility the depth of left-handed hitters is partly contributing to these control issues he's facing right now.
Fran put that pitch in there for a strike, so it's 1-1 there. To Brody. And another pitch that goes floating outside of the strike zone for a ball. Stack with a small lead off of first. Another pitch missing high and outside for Fran. And he is battling right now, Tim.
Sure is, and he was able to get himself out of a jam in the last inning, so he's shown the ability. See if he can do it again.
Fran looks, delivers, and misses high, and it's another walk. So all of a sudden, Andrew Fran is finding a lot of control issues here.
And we're going to take a momentary break while there's a pitching discussion.
We didn't get here by accident. It starts with a plan to protect your future, to invest in your future. It started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
We needed a plan to protect what matters most. By investing in our future, that all started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
Hi, I'm Paul Wolf, local independent insurance agent for over 15 years. We represent over 30 insurance companies to try to find the best coverage and the best price for you. We're family owned.
To leave Fran in the game. And up the bat is number 27, who puts one out to left field. And that's going to be snagged and caught. Nice catch there by Renke. 27, the batter, Mike Wagner. So he's out.
Hi, I'm Paul Wolf, local independent insurance agent for over 15 years. We represent over 30 insurance companies to try to find the best coverage and the best price for you. We're family owned and operated. We specialize in auto, home, and commercial insurance.
Call the Paul Wolf Agency today at 835-9653 or stop in at 2686 Elmwood Avenue in Kenmore.
The next time your insurance rates go up,
call the Wolf.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you want whiter teeth? Visit the Aesthetic Associate Center's I Smile Spa.
Welcome back, everyone. You're watching WNYathletics.com through Facebook. live, and I'm Tim Morozak, joined by Mark Johnson, Paul Wolf, and Fuzzy Dean on the camera tonight. Lovely night at the former UB Baseball Stadium, Northtown Center Complex, and just a nice facility here other than a few patches in the dirt, which we've noticed already come into play. A couple possible errors, I guess you could score them, but I'm going to say the dirt patches, the weed beds will be the blame on those. But we're at a 1-1 game, and we are in the bottom of the second.
We're actually
top of the third.
Yeah,
top of the third.
Top of the third, and it's going to be Kyle Laplante leading off here for All In Sports. Laplante, a great athlete, right-handed hitter against Zach Layton. Layton gets his sign. The pitch. And swing and a miss on a low fastball. Kyle knows he missed on that one.
And my apologies to Zach. I was calling him Jordan, his brother's name. I believe it's his brother. But Zach having a decent outing so far today.
It is a 1-1 tie here in the third inning. Layton, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. So Kyle Laplante had a pretty good night the other night in a 6-2 loss. Steps back into the batter's box, down 0-2 here.
Laplante's first at bat, singled out, or hit a line drive to out.
Layton, and the pop-up is infield calling, and the second baseman makes the play. A nice play there. DeLeo snags it, one down.
Up now, LG Castillo, who struck out his first at bat, struck out swinging.
LG now down, officially assigned in North Carolina. And I didn't think he was going to get back up in Western New York in time for this game, but here he is. The Milwaukee Brewer steps in. Ooh, a little chin music there as LG backs away on a high fastball missing inside. Can't make a mistake with LG, Tim. He'll make you pay. Tremendous power. Layton, the pitch, and that's a ball that gets away from Lukongo, the catcher.
You know, I know the pandemic has shortened a lot of team practices, the ability to practice as groups, so a lot of these players have been doing their own individual workouts, and you could see all of them look in tremendous shape, certainly taking care of their bodies and the athleticism on the field. You're going to see a couple errors, but I'd say these guys are in pretty fine baseball form right now.
LG had a hack at that last pitch, fouled it back, so it's a 2-1 offering now from Layton. Layton gets his sign, delivers. LG looks at a strike. He was going to swing, and he looked it in, and it hit the corner. So it's a 2-2 offering now.
LG showing a good eye at this at-bat.
Layton again gets his sign, looks in at the hard-hitting Castillo. The pitch, and LG rips one out, and it is far, and it is going to be off the wall out there in left field. LG's rounding for two. He's going to be in there with a stand-up double. LG Castillo showing that tremendous power that made him famous, and Lancaster got him drafted.
Yeah, that just hit the middle section of the left center wall. Tremendous shot. Nice sound off that wooden bat. And the MUNY League using the wooden bats, of course. And I love the purity of this league. LG, nice way to come back from having a strikeout in his first at-bat.
Well, Mike Fleming will step in. LG over at second base now. And he's taking some more stuff off here. He took off a glove. He took off a shin pad, brought it back over to the first base coach. And you can tell he's a pro. He's really taking his time, Tim. Over at second base, he's ready to go. And so are we. Layton giving up that double. Fleming. The pitch, it's high, ball one.
LG was a star on the football field as well. He was signed by Oklahoma to go to college and opted for the Brewers instead.
17th round draft pick a couple of years ago. Pitch from Layton is high. Fleming, good eye there. 2-0 count. And I got to tell you, I believe LG could have played wide receiver anywhere. Tremendous leaping ability, great speed, and great hands. Takes a small lead off second. Now he's going to third, and he's going to be in there. LG steals third base. He read that all the way. Layton really took his time with that delivery. Fleming wasn't swinging, and LG's in there safe.
Well, you know, whether it was the stolen base or when he hit the double, you can just see a lot of enthusiasm trying to rally his team and build a little bit of momentum here in the third inning.
The pitch to Fleming, and that's in there for a strike. Fastball looked a little high, but over the plate for a strike.
Looks like the manager not happy with that call.
Yeah, it looked a little high, but umpire gave him the call. Layton now looks, fires, and swing and a miss. Strikes out. Well, excuse me, strike two on Fleming. So
Fleming walked his first at bat. So he showed a good eye, and let's see if he can do it again.
Layton fires, and this time he strikes out Fleming. So some good velocity there from big Zach Layton.
Layton's second strikeout of the game. Excuse me, third strikeout of the game. 2 or 3. We're close. I'm still getting a little rust out, so we'll get you an exact shortly.
That wind's starting to freshen up now a little bit to left field. Temperature hanging right at 84 degrees here. Pitch on the way, and that's in there for a strike. So now Layton in the groove here after giving up that double to LG. Somebody's got the charcoal grill going. Layton gets his sign. LG's over at third, short lead. In the dirt, did he go? He did. Strike two.
Well, after, like you said, after that double given up, Layton definitely settling down here and getting some nice looks, making it difficult on this all-in offense.
San Pastore in trouble here, wasting a man out there, wasting that double. The pitch on the way, and he strikes him out looking. Got caught on a curve, and that's how they get out of that inning. After 2.5, it's a 1-1 score. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be right back with you.
Hi, I'm Paul Wolf, local independent insurance agent for over 15 years. We represent over 30 insurance companies to try to find the best coverage and the best price for you. We're family owned and operated. We specialize in auto, home, and commercial insurance.
Call the Paul Wolf Agency today at 835-9653 or stop in at 2686 Elmwood Avenue in Kenmore.
The next time your insurance rates go up,
Call the Wolf.
Loose dentures? Eat that steak and corn on the cob again with Shatkin Mini Dental Implants. Do you want whiter teeth? Visit the Aesthetic Associate Center's I Smile Spa.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Welcome back to the Northtown Center. Northtown Athletic Fields here for a MUNY AAA baseball game between All In and the Diesel. Some out-of-town scores for you tonight. We know that the Outlaws bested the Orville's team 13-9 tonight for their first win of the season. Waiting for scores from Team Deb. They're facing Pignataros tonight. Waiting for a score there to come in. We will get it to you just as soon as we can. And, of course, tomorrow, All In Sports is going to play Royal Printing in a non-leaguer, as well as Pignataros will take on Outlaws, Team Deb at Orville's, and the Diesel are back in action against the OP Sox. Let's get back to the action with Mark Johnson.
And Neil DeMartin gets an infield hit. Good speed. Shortstop came up with it. And that was Laplante, but he didn't have a play. So DeMartin is down at first base, Tim.
And just like that, Diesel getting a run on first to start the bottom of the third. And in good shape.
Widow Spots up next, and Weeds, he got on board last time up. First pitch into him is high, missed.
Idle Spock with a walk and a run in that first inning.
That wind's starting to freshen up here. I lost my scorecards there a couple seconds ago. Fron, the pitch, that's foul away, right side.
You know, I never gave it much thought when we entered the parking lot here, but you have to make wise decisions where you park at this Northtown Center with the influx of foul balls. You never know what car could have its name on it.
I'm looking over at Frank. Well, Frank, we might have a little mini tornado coming in here. Another foul ball that's way back there, and that's looking at a dangerous car back there. You know what? You're right, Tim. I parked well back, and now we're talking maybe a little safety here, as that wind's starting to pick up a little bit. All of a sudden, the wind is picked up. Fron misses again with a low pitch.
Well, Mark, you mentioned that dark cloud in the horizon out towards the western area, out near Lake Erie, and perhaps that's something coming in from there. Hopefully not, but there's no question about it. There are some serious winds, and that's going to also play a factor with this movement of the ball for Andrew Fron.
Yeah, Fron just strikes out at Weeds, so he's down on strikes. Caught him looking. John Zambra comes up. The
Zambra with a single in the first inning.
Third baseman, left-handed hitter. We got a tent over us here that's really starting to shake a little bit. Let's hope this wind dies down here. Pitch and popped up, and looking for it on the run and can't get to it is the left fielder, and in there with a hit is DeZambra. As Ranke gave it a nice run over there, Tim, but couldn't chase it down.
Yeah, DeZambra with a really nice start to the game, 2 for 2, and that was a floater to shallow left, and we've seen a couple floaters now, one to shallow right and also now there to shallow left. And Mark, that wind could have played a factor with that ball getting knocked down a little bit.
1-1 score here, bottom of the third. And that brings up Nick Dujinski, who was hit in the first inning. And there's a throw, and that ball gets away. They try to get someone over at first base and missed him there. And now getting the ball in is Phillips for All In Sports. And so there's an error there, I believe. They're going to have to charge Sam Pastore with an error, I believe.
Yeah, DeZambra almost went to third, or I'm sorry, he's still at first, but they almost advanced the runner from third to home, but they held him. So I think that was DeZambra at third right now. And
well, let's see here.
Actually,
no, DeZambra's at second.
DeZambra's at, I'm trying to get a number on who's at third.
That would be Chazinski, I believe, isn't it? No, Neil DeMartin, I'm sorry. Martin.
Okay, there we go.
So DeMartin, who had that infield hit, he's over at third. This wind really starting to pick up here at Northtown. The pitch into the batter, Jacob Victor. He struck out. Boy, it was such a nice calming start to this game. And that ball's popped up and popped out of play. Foul. Hey, the old statement is true, Tim. If you don't like the weather in Western New York, wait around an hour.
Well, you know, the summer has been certainly hot, and this wind is cooling things down, but also throwing a potential monkey wrench into the outcome of this game.
Swing and a miss. The ball gets away from Fleming. Throw down the first, and they're going to get him. No, he dropped it. Pastore drops the ball. They would have had him. So Zerzinski's safe, and the bases are. Well, that run came in, I believe. Yep.
Yep. So there's
DeMartin scores.
So Diesel now up 2-1.
So DeMartin comes in. Pastore had a chance at that throw from Fleming and couldn't hang on to it. He does it. He was out.
That's the second misplayed ball in a row for All In, which has allowed that run to score now.
Fron fires a fastball by Victor for his second strike. Adam Fron, pitch, it's in there. Strike two.
Kind of a funny day for Fron. Hard to assess the overall performance so far. He's had some great moments and some erratic moments to boot.
Fron, swing and a miss. And he just got a piece of that ball there. So Victor stays alive. Alec Tamburi just walking by us, number 14. Another Lancaster grad. All in sports. Well, they're on the bottom end here of 2-1. And the bottom of the third as Victor calls time. Steps back in. Weather in the 90s the last couple of days here in Western New York. Hard to believe. Pitch from Fron, misses low.
Well, the forecast called for rain earlier in the day, and it's been kind of pushed back. Some areas of Western New York received some rain late in the afternoon, and Amherst has not had any significant raindrops yet.
There's a force at second, the long throw, and a double play there. What a nice combination. Laplante to Orr to Pastore, and a big double play there gets them out of a jam. They gave up a run, and we'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning down 2-1. Diesel with the lead.
You're watching some AAA MUNY baseball. Great action on WNYathletics.com through the Facebook channel. I'd like to thank G&G Fitness at 7350 Transit Road, Amherst, New York. Visit them at www.livefit.com. We're going to take a momentary break to thank a few more of our sponsors.
We didn't get here by accident. It starts with a plan to protect your future, to invest in your future. It started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
We needed a plan to protect what matters most. By investing in our future, that all started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
Loose dentures? Eat that steak and corn on the cob again with Shatkin Mini Dental Implants.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Top of the fourth.
All right, top of four. It's Tyler Phillips to lead it off for All In Sports. Welcome back to the Northtown Center at Amherst Ball Field. Mark Johnson along with Tim Morozek. Frank Wolf producing. And we have got a pretty tight game here, Timmy.
You know, looking at this matchup on paper, you would expect that this would have been a tight matchup, and it's living up to the billing. And for both teams not having a lot of practicing, they're showing some really good athleticism in the field and making a few double plays already in this game.
Got a new pitcher in the game. Joe DeLeo's in the pitch, number 10 for Diesel missed with his first pitch. Second pitch is drilled, and what a play there. The shortstop comes up again, running and gets him, and no. Safe down the line is Phillips. Nice diving play there by the shortstop, Wagner. And the ball got away from the first baseman, and Phillips is going to trot down to second base. That's the way to start an inning.
So Phillips with his first single of the game, and he gets to advance to second on a pass ball. So Mark DeLeo early on having a little bit of issues on the mound for Diesel.
This wind's continuing to howl here. We started out at about...
Sorry, Joe DeLeo, his brother Mark.
Yep. So it's the right-hander. Checks back with his infield. So it's down at second base, Tyler Phillips. And Brian Comerford, the DH, is up. Missed that pitch. He's a left-hander, tall left-hander, number 41 for All In Sports.
Comerford lined out his first at-bat, so he's looking for his first hit of the game.
2-1 Diesel up front. We had a scoreboard issue prior to that. Our apologies. But we are in the top of the fourth inning here. Pitch and missed low. Khalil thought he had one in there. Trying to get the book on Layton as soon as we can here for everyone. Pitched 3 innings, that's for sure. DeLeo misses again outside. That breeze is blowing stiffly to left field, Tim.
Sure is.
And the wind is really kicking up around home plate as well. The pitch. And that misses low. So now all of a sudden DeLeo's having some control issues and he's just coming into the game.
Layton gave up 1 run and had 3 strikeouts. So a fine 3 innings of work for Zach Layton.
Going to third base in there with a steal, and that ball gets away from the third baseman. He's going to trot home, and we are tied at 2 apiece. Just like that, Tyler Phillips comes across home plate, and it's all tied at 2 here. And Joe DeLeo got the ball into Lacongo, fired it down to third base, and couldn't come up with it. Was DeZambra. And the ball ends up going out in the shallow left field along that line, Tim. And now a walk. So it's bang bang time here for All In Sports. Wow. So Comerford trots down to first base off the walk.
Brings up Isaiah Salas, who had a double in his first at-bat. So very live opportunity for All In here in the 4th inning.
Joe DeLeo fires a fastball, misses outside once again. DeLeo with some control issues here, throwing against a stiff wind.
Yeah, that wind will definitely play a factor with a pitcher's mindset, especially if they're still finding their rhythm, as DeLeo clearly is.
The pitch, and that's in there for a strike. So finally DeLeo gets one over the plate, and he needed that pitch.
DeLeo wearing the socks up high, going old school.
Swing and a miss for strike 2 there. So it's a 2-2 tie here in the top of the 4th inning. DeLeo checks the runner. The pitch on the way, strike 3, caught him looking.
That's a great start there for DeLeo, who needed that after giving up a run on pass ball.
And that's going to bring up number 34, Brandon Orr, the second baseman from the right side. DeLeo's pitch, swing and a miss.
Orr with a walk, his first at-bat.
Well, they're saying Orr got a piece of it. Comerford stayed at first base. So strike 1 to Orr. DeLeo Fires one in there, and this time it's a swing and a miss. Pure strike there. And DeLeo now is starting to get into his groove, Tim.
Yeah, that first strikeout may have really been the spark he needed. He definitely makes quick work on the mound, similar to Andrew Fraun. And that's a good sign when a pitcher, gets a little adversity, get back to the mound real quick.
Little tapper, the second baseman comes up and gets him. And a nice play there by Mark DeLeo, the pitcher's brother. Came up, made that look easy. Ball was hit to his left side. He just ran up on it, threw it over to the first baseman, DeMartin, and that's the out there. So that's 2 down. Brings up Alex Whipple from the left-hand side, number 28. DeLeo's pitch in their first strike. Joe DeLeo, who started out with an issue here in this inning, ended up giving up a run, but now has settled down. The pitch to Whipple. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Alex Whipple.
You can see both teams have solid lineups, all from one to the end, and top to bottom, they're looking really strong. But it's a testament to the good pitching tonight. The pitching has had some ups and downs, but overall, both teams have been able to really get decent outings so far from both pitchers.
DeLeo missed with that last pitch and then turns around and strikes him out. So Whipple does, and we had a flash of lightning way out there.
And DeLeo with a nice job calming the storm for himself after giving up an early run, getting out of that inning. You're watching live AAA Muni Baseball on WNYathletics.com through the Facebook channel. We'll be right back after these messages.
Loose dentures? Eat that steak and corn on the cob again with Shatkin Mini Dental Implants.
We didn't get here by accident. It starts with a plan to protect your future, to invest in your future. It started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
We needed a plan to protect what matters most. By investing in our future, that all started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
All right, back here at Northtown's bottom of the 4th, 2-2 tie. Tight game here. And there's a shot that's ripped down. Leonard gets past Phillips. Going to go all the way to the wall on his horse. 32 for Diesel. And he's going to chug in there for a triple. What a hit that was. Tyler Phillips laid out here right out in front of us. Missed an opportunity to grab that ball in flight. It gets by him.
And Mark DeLeo with a nice way to start the bottom of the 4th for Diesel.
A triple for DeLeo. Phillips with full extension, and we had a good look at it, Tim, and I thought he was going to be able to come up with that pitch.
Yeah, these kids are some tremendous athletes, and Phillips gave a full extension there, but just came up a little bit short.
But he popped right back up and went after the ball. By that time, it was at the right field wall, and now we're going to have some bullpen action here.
Anthony Balestria not wasting any time, taking a moment to talk to Andrew Fraun. We're going to take a moment to thank a few of our sponsors. Logistics Plus of Buffalo, moving packages of all shapes and sizes. You can reach them at 716-877-9653. G&G Fitness, they're located at 7350 Transit Road, Amherst, New York. Reach them online at www.livefit.com. And MUNY AAA Baseball is sponsored in part by Todd Shack and DDS and the Aesthetic Associates Center. Embarrassed to smile? Missing teeth? Call 839-1700 for a free consultation with x-rays. Tell them you found them on WNY Athletics TV and receive a 10% discount. And Paul Wolf Insurance Agency. Contact Paul Wolf's Insurance Agency at 716-835-9653.
All right, so man at third for Diesel here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch is in there and in there for a strike, I believe.
So they maintain Fraun on the mound.
Tommy Lacongo takes the pitch low. Fraun stays in, and there's some action in the bullpen behind us.
Lacongo hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. Perhaps the manager wanted to talk to Fraun about it.
Contact, and the ball's hit right up the middle. Base hit, scores a run, and the third run for Diesel comes in easily. So doing the job there.
And that's going to bring Diesel up 3-2.
Well, actually, that's once again we have no number 18, so it wasn't Lacongo. We don't have an 18 on our roster for Diesel, unfortunately. BJ Stack up now, the left-hander, number 23, with a man at first base. Throw back to first, and back in there in time is the runner. Although I believe they have two number 8s listed on their roster, so maybe it is Lacongo. The pitch, and it's attempted bunt, hits the top of the screen and stays up there.
And you can see number 23, BJ Stack, just a little frustrated with that bunt effort. And you have to wonder, Mark, how much longer Andrew Fraun is going to be able to maintain that mound for all in.
Unfortunately, the numbers are on the back of the uniforms. There's no number on the front, so I can't see who's warming up. There's Stack trying another bunt effort, and that is bunted foul by his dugout.
7 teams in this Muni League, with also the Royal Printing from the AAA BA also in the league. We got Diesel, Outlaws, Team Deb, All In, Pignataros, and new to the league this year would be All In Pignataros.
Fraun gets a sign and then shakes it off and then steps off the rubber. So BJ Stack, who's trying to bunt over a man at first base, now it's going to have to swing the bat. A throw back over to first and back in time, the runner. Sam Pastores, who's had a few issues with his glove over there tonight. Solid on that one. Pitch to Stack. Rifled right down here. Oh, it hits our camera. Doggone it. Fuzzy Dean got out of the way of that one. Hit the camera. Can you believe it? Ball came right off the camera on the 2-hop. It was a rifled shot.
And it looked like it almost hit the center of the camera. So Fuzzy Dean now not just making quick work to get out of there, but also going to show some camera expertise here and hopefully getting a focus clear. Looks good.
Wow.
Nice work by Fuzzy Dean to avoid that ball.
There's a ball in the dirt and a stolen base, and then counted as a stolen base, I'm sure. Down the second base goes Lacongo.
Somebody will get a bill for that camera, I'll tell you.
Wow. Well, we haven't had too many foul balls tonight, but that one was rifled down the right field line.
Fuzzy Dean looks like he may be getting the call for shortstop after that swift footwork to elude that hard-hitting liner.
Stack stays in there. From the pitch, he strikes him out looking. And BJ Stack does not like the call, and he's giving the umpire a little verbal chit-chat there. Wants an explanation, still talking to him. But now he rifles his bat down at the fence. DJ Stack not happy. The had a few words from the umpire. He's lucky he didn't get tossed out of here, Tim.
That's right. And Fraun with his 5th strikeout of the game so far.
And now Barodi gets hit. Barodi was hit by a pitch. And now we're starting to exchange a little pleasantries here between these two teams in the All-In Sports dugout.
Well, Fraun may have some strikeouts to his name, but he also has some hit by pitches and a couple walks, so you're getting a mixed bag tonight.
Men at first and second now for Mike Wagner back in. The left-hander. First pitch, missed outside. Andrew Fraun, and this could be his last inning, Tim.
Well, it's been a fun outing to call for Andrew Fraun. I know that from a color commentary perspective.
Ball tapped down the first base line. Pastore comes up with it, gets the out at first, as both runners advance to second and third.
Certainly makes things interesting on that mound, Fraun does.
So Wagner's out. That brings up Neil DeMartin.
Wagner 0 for 3 today, so he's still looking for his first hit. DeMartin singled his last at-bat, 1 for 2 on the night.
So we do have an issue here with one of our cameras. We want to apologize to everybody after that line drive foul hit the camera, our main camera. So we're going to an alternate camera source here. That pitch from Fraun missed down and low. The pitch on the way to DeMartin. And I believe that's also missed. 2-0 pitch from Fraun upcoming. That wind continuing to howl here in Amherst, New York. Pitch on the way, and it's fouled back to the screen.
What's interesting about Fraun is he has these lapses where he'll get a little bit reckless on the mound with his control, but then he seems to find a way to reel it back in, and we'll see if he can do that here as he's facing a little bit of a storm here in the bottom of the 4th.
Pitch, and that ball is lined out the center field on the horse out there, and LG Castillo comes up with the snag. LG had a nice jump on it and makes the catch, and they get out of the inning, but not before Diesel takes the 3-2 lead as we head to the top of the 5th.
Tell you, we're seeing some tremendous fielding and some great play here at the Northtown Center, live on WNYathletics.com through the Facebook channel. We may have one camera down, but Fuzzy Dean working his magic to keep us running, and just some great action here on a Friday night. I'd like to thank a couple more of our sponsors. Logistics Plus of Buffalo. You can reach them at 877-9653. Of course, that's area code 716. And they'll move your packages no matter what shape or size. Paul Wolf Insurance Agency. Visit paulwolfagency.com. Call 716-835-9653. And the MUNY AAA Baseball is sponsored in part by Todd Shack and DDS and the Aesthetic Associates Center. Embarrassed to smile, missing teeth? Call 839-1700 for a free consultation with x-rays. Tell them you found them on WNY Athletics TV and receive a 10% discount. And also G&G Fitness, www.livefit.com online, or reach them live at their store, 7350 Transit Road in Amherst, New York. So just right down the road, you can reach G&G Fitness. Maybe not at this hour, but certainly tomorrow.
Well, we're going to go on the top of the 5th inning here. All in sports, down 3-2.
It's been a real Donnybrook of sorts, though, and both teams scrapping away to get their runs. It's been somewhat choppy in terms of run production, and from what we saw earlier in the week with Diesel scoring 15 runs against the Outlaws, they have not been able to duplicate that offensive effort, but they're still maintaining a 3-2 lead, and Mark DeLeo is back on the mound. Sorry, not Mark DeLeo, but Zach DeLeo, I believe it is. Let me get an exact name.
No, it's Joe.
Joe DeLeo. I'll get it right. Joe DeLeo. My numbers, maybe it's bad lighting. I'll call it bad lighting. But Joe DeLeo with a nice way to end that last inning on the fourth. Came in the top of the fourth, substituted for Zach Lighton, and he finished that last inning with 2 back-to-back strikeouts. So let's see if he can capitalize on the momentum that he finished last inning with.
Adam Ranke steps in for All In Sports, takes a look at a pitch, and it's a strike.
Didn't look good for DeLeo early when he came in the fourth, and he definitely settled in nicely.
Pitch and another pitch that's in there for a strike as well. Back-to-back strikes here for DeLeo. So he's starting to get into his groove now. Moves quickly. Next pitch is up, and it's popped up. Shortstop's calling. That's Wagner, and he makes the catch. 1 down here. Nice play by Wagner. Had to move about 4 steps. Tim made an easy catch.
Yeah, and the fielding has been really solid outside of a couple infield miscues, but the outfield has really been A+ tonight.
Now, way off in the distance, about an inning ago, we had a flash of lightning way off there. And since then, we haven't seen anything in the sky, so that's good news. And pitch to Laplante. Kyle Laplante stepping in here, number 3. Missed outside. DeLeo fires. Swing and a miss this time.
Laplante looking for his first hit of the night. Grounded out and flew out his last at bat.
Got a piece of that last pitch. They're going to call it a foul ball strike. The action continues tomorrow. I'll try to get you a list of some games that are going to be happening around Western New York tomorrow. There's a shot to the shortstop. Wagner comes up, guns him, gets him. Nice play there, Mike Wagner. Back-to-back plays for the shortstop here for Diesel.
Yeah, DeLeo looking really sharp. Joe's had a nice start to this 5th inning and looks really in fine form. I wasn't sure after watching the first part of that 4th inning for him, but he's definitely working his magic right now.
Brings up LG Castillo, and Castillo made a great catch to end the inning. Takes a look at his strike, though, right over the plate.
You can see DeLeo's delivering right now with some high heat there.
And he's working very quickly here. I don't know if that's in LG's wheelhouse or not. Another pitch in there, and that's a strike. So quickly up 0-2 on the Milwaukee Brewers prospect, LG Castillo. Steps back in. Knows he's in trouble now. DeLeo fires one into the dirt, and it's low. Popped off the catcher Lacongo right back to LG, and he just flipped the ball back to the catcher.
I think DeLeo, you know, when you face a prospect that's in a pro organization, I imagine your intensity level goes up a little.
LG pounds on one. That's way back there. Going to go all the way back to the wall and off the wall. LG rounds first, going for 2. He's looking to try to, he's going to hold up at second. He was thinking about going to third there, Tim. LG with some tremendous speed. You could see why he was such a top-rated prospect coming out of Western New York, and he connects there with a double.
Well, you know what was impressive about that double is the first double, his last at-bat, was to the left field wall, and there we go. That was basically right center, so he's showing the ability to move the ball around the outfield, and I'm sure that's something he wants to work on this summer, and being able to hit in different directions of the field. So far, great night, though, for LG. 2 for 3 with 2 doubles.
Brings up Mike Fleming, the catcher, from the left-hand side. DeLeo, the delivery, and it's in the dirt. Ball 1.
Fleming walked his first at-bat, struck out his last at-bat, so he's still looking to get a good piece of wood and deliver a hit here.
Now with 2 down, pitch to Fleming, and Fleming flares one down the left field side, and it's going to drop in there fair. LG is going to score, and we are tied up. Just like that, a 2-out double from Mike Fleming. Does the job for All In Sports.
Well, Mike Fleming needed his first hit of the night and came at perfect time to tie this game at 3-3.
Weeds had a chance at it down there in the left field, but he couldn't come up with the catch. The ball fell right in front of him.
Joe DeLeo was rolling right up until he reached LG Castillo at the bat, and just like that, tides have turned somewhat in this top of the fifth inning here.
All this with 2 out. Pitch looked like it was inside, caught the corner for a strike.
But I like the body language on DeLeo. Gets right back to work. Doesn't look phased at all.
The Story takes a look at another pitch. That's a strike. So quickly 0-2.
Sam Pastore with a single RBI, his first at bat. Struck out his second at bat.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a foul tip. And that's how this inning's going to end. But they get one back. 3-3 tie after 3.5.
You're watching live action on WNYathletics.com through the Facebook channel. We're going to take a momentary break, and we will be right back.
We didn't get here by accident. It starts with a plan to protect your future, to invest in your future. It started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
We needed a plan to protect what matters most. By investing in our future, that all started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
Hi, I'm Paul Wolf, local independent insurance agent for over 15 years. We represent over 30 insurance companies to try to find the best coverage and the best price for you. We're family owned and operated. We specialize in auto, home, and commercial insurance.
Call the Paul Wolf Agency today at 835-9653 or stop in at 2686 Elmwood Avenue in Kenmore.
The next time your insurance rates go up,
Call the Wolf.
All right, back here to the bottom of the 5th inning, 3-3 tie. Mark Johnson along with Tim Mrozak. And Tim, we've got ourselves a great ball game.
Tremendous action tonight at the Northtown Center. There's been a lot of, nail-biting plays, couple double plays, couple tremendous outfield plays, and some well-hit balls. New pitcher on the mound for All In, so it should be interesting. Let's see how the young man can do.
Number
That'll
6.
be Ryan Voss.
Yeah, the tall, lanky right-handers on the mound. We're watching him warm up. Very lively fastball, but he is tall. Probably a good 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, and you know what? Voss looks like still growing into that frame somewhat. And, you always have to wonder if a tall pitcher can really throw off an offense with that long delivery. A lot of times they're able to hold that wind up a little longer and throw some fits to the offense. So should be interesting, but not a bad outing for Andrew Fraun tonight. He had some hit batters. He had a few walks, but he also had, I think, about an unofficial 4 strikeout count for him. And certainly against a tough Diesel lineup, so not bad at all for Andrew Fraun.
So Voss will go against here Lacongo, who steps in, number 8. Pitch. And that just missed high outside. Ryan Voss. Don't know much about him, besides the fact that he is going to Bluefield College. He's from Barker, New York.
Barker, the home to Golden Hills State Park, one of the finest state parks for camping and boating. Beautiful docks out there, and just a nice area along Lake Ontario. And I'm sure Mr. Voss has made a trip or two out that way.
Pitch is low outside. He walks his first man. Not a good way to start for Ryan. Walks Lacongo, and that should bring up B.J. Stack.
B.J. Stack struck out his last at-bat.
TJ Stack is, of course, an outfielder. Oh, actually, looks like it's number 14 stepping in here quickly. And I missed a batter, so that's John DeZambra, who is going to go to Mercyhurst. He fouls back his first pitch. And I think they might be running out of baseballs here. They only have so many baseballs, Tim.
Yeah, and we have one extra in our bag here if need be.
No, we're not going to touch that one. You brought us a special treat here. We'll get to that in a couple minutes. Voss fires and just missed inside.
So that was Weidelsbach that walked, and as you mentioned, John DeZamba with 2 singles on the night, 2 for 2, with a fine night at the plate, trying to make it 3 for 3.
The pitch and just missed inside. So Voss having some control issues here.
One thing's for certain, though, you could see Voss certainly has some major velocity, so if he can get that under control, could be a great weapon for all in.
Voss gets his sign. Now he lets it go, and that's going to be flared out and right over to second baseman's head. It's going to drop base hit. Phillips is going to get it into second base. Oh, and beating the throw is Weidelsbach.
Weidelsbach was a little hesitant on making the run, the jaunt to second, but fortunately for the Diesel, he was able to muscle his way into second with a slightly errant throw.
He thought Brandon Orr was going to run down that little flare, and it was well over Orr's head.
So Zamba with 3 hits now on the night, now 3 for 3.
And the next batter up, of course, is Nick Zazinski, who's been hit with a pitch. And there's a flash of lightning way out there now. I don't want to see that.
Jasinski not really having a huge night as the plate with his bat, but he's also getting on base, so that's fine for him. Hit by pitch, advanced on a pass ball, so he's putting himself in scoring position, and that's all you could ask for.
Pitch to Zazinski, and that ball got away from Fleming. And now we got more action in the All In Sports bullpen. Is it number 15 is Connor Desdario, warming up for All In Sports behind us. So maybe Mr. Voss might be looking at his last batter here. That's a strike. He needed that pitch, Tim.
Yeah, the level of talent here tonight is really remarkable, if you ask me, Mark. I mean, you're seeing some quality pitching, and one of the themes is whenever there's been a pitching change, whether that's DeLeo or whether that
we just had a ball come up here and hit us. Yeah, it sure did, and he fried out a computer. Desiderio let one go, and out of the bullpen, no heads up. It just missed Frank Wolf by about 3 inches here. Goodness gracious.
And we're going to get his address to send a bill to Mr. Desiderio.
There's a ball hit on the ground, and having an issue with it was Laplante. So men at the corners now for Diesel.
And that's
unbelievable. Connor Desiderio warming up in the bullpen. And, hey, keep that ball here. We want it.
Just thank the good Lord Frank did not get hit in the noggin.
Wow, Frank, I got to tell you, I missed you by an inch.
Certainly.
Wow. Well, so that monitor was officially now out of commission.
So we've had a hit camera.
Yeah, we've had a hit camera
and now
a hit monitor. And, Frank Wolf is ball missed outside there. Voss
he took
really
that
struggling.
like a true gentleman, Frank Wolf, and I would expect nothing less from the commander-in-chief at WNYathletics.com.
Voss, the pitch, misses high and inside. Voss really struggling here.
You know, it's an intimidating. As before that ball hit our monitor, I was mentioning both pitchers, whenever they made a change, DeLeo had a little bit of rough start when he came in to relieve, and now Voss experiencing that same plight. We'll see if he can get it under control like DeLeo was able to.
So it's Voss with the pitch, and that's in there for a strike.
Voss, I would say unofficially about 6'6". Would you muster him up to?
6'5", 6'6" for sure. The lanky right-hander fires one in, and Jacobs draws the walk. So Jacobs finally gets aboard.
Advance a run.
And yeah, that's going to score a run. It's Diesel gets back up by a run, 4-3. And just seconds ago, we had one of our monitors that I was saying this is such a nice spot to call a game. And I don't think Fuzzy Dean, cameraman, would agree. And neither does Frank Wolf.
Perhaps we need a tent area to block our back end. We did notice previous issues with a few pass balls, but that one might have been high heat, extremely high heat.
No, it had to be a curveball that got away for sure to come up. I don't know how, but I got it. No, it was your. As they meet at the mound here, we had a pitcher warming up. And, I don't know. I don't know what to say. But, Frank, I got to tell you, that ball missed your head by about 2 inches.
That missed ball was brought to you by Logistics Plus of Buffalo, moving packages of all shapes and sizes, including baseballs, folks. Paul Wolf Insurance Agency is another sponsor tonight, paulwolfagency.com. Contact them at 716-835-9653. MUNY AAA Baseball is sponsored in part by Dr. Todd Shack and DDS in the Aesthetic Associates Center. Embarrassed to smile? Missing your teeth? Call 839-1700 for a free consultation with x-rays. Tell them you found them on WNY Athletics TV and you'll receive a 10% discount. Also like to thank G&G Fitness tonight helping out with the broadcast. You can visit them at 7350 Transit Road, Amherst, New York. Visit them also online at livefit.com. And during this pandemic, it's great to have exercise equipment because you never know when you're going to have that day indoors, and staying fit with G&G Fitness.
So a new pitcher in the game for All In Sports. I believe it's number 2, Jason Downs. Downs is one of the players that did not have a uniform issued to him. He's a right-hander. 6'1", hard-throwing right-hander. And he tried to get out of his jam right here. Men at second and third for Diesel, who now has a 4-3 lead here, Tim.
Well, and, Ryan Voss, he'll see better days. I think that was a difficult start for the young man, and just like you mentioned early, he could not find control. And even after the second, third batter, once that happened, we're too tight of a game to leave him in. And for All In, who, had a tie game going into that moment, they certainly don't want to risk any bigger lead than what they're giving up right now, which is a 1-run lead for Diesel with the score 4-3.
Well, Mark DeLille steps in against Downs, a big left-handed hitter. Takes the look at the first pitch, and it's outside, ball 1.
Mark DeLeo with a triple his last at-bat, showing a little wheel action.
Second baseman, he can fly. Downs gets his sign, fires, and he misses low. So now Downs is starting out. A couple pitches down outside of the strike zone. That wind again picks up here on us, Tim. Downs looks, gets his sign, fires, and just missed that pitch. Boy, that looked good from here.
I'll tell you, with Downs, when he goes into his motion, he's pretty quick with that delivery.
Downs, another one of those players going to Bluefield College out of Albion, New York.
You could see he's got a very nice windup, and if he can get it under control, he may be able to squelch this inning and all the damage that Diesel is doing right now.
Threw a strike the last pitch. Here's his foul back effort. Now suddenly the count tied at 2. 2-2 pitch coming up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-3, Diesel out in front. It's been a back and forth ball game. Every time All In Sports comes back, Diesel comes back with a run. Downs looks, fires, and swing and a miss, striking him out. So down on strikes is DeLeo.
Great job there for Jason Downs to come in and, make his mark early on the mound.
Well, that brings up Tommy Lacongo with 2 out. Lacongo's been busy behind the plate going after some wild pitches and passed balls. He's had a couple fouled back at him.
He walked his last at-bat.
Pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Good movement there on that fastball.
Really like the delivery of Jason Downs. The moment he gets into his windup, he does not waste time getting that ball to the plate.
Downs trying to get out of a jam here in the 5th. Nice curveball there in for a strike. So nice assortment of pitches there, Tim.
The off balance is working to the advantage of Jason Downs right now.
Downs quickly gets his sign. Men at first and second, swinging and missing, and he does the job. Jason Downs.
Just like that, back-to-back strikeouts for the young man for all in.
Now there's 2 out. My apologies, everybody. There was only 1 out prior to that. So that's going to bring up once again B.J. Stack, who had a couple of things to say to the home plate umpire after his last at-bat.
Nice job by Anthony Balestria for all in to make that pitching change when he did. He didn't waste time, and it's really working out for him right now.
The pitch, and Stack gets a piece of it. Long play and a throw, and he's going to beat it out. Stack beats out the throw. Kyle Laplante had an issue getting to that ball initially, came up and threw it in the dirt.
And that's going to score another run, and just like that, we have a score of 5-3 as Stack advances the runner with a nice single RBI right there.
That's a good job by B.J. Stack, getting a piece of the ball, Timmy, getting a chance to advance the runner, and of course they score the run. Pitch on the way to number 24, that's Baruti. They call him the Tiger.
What might be more impressive by that hit by Stack is Downs was really delivering, and Stack had different thoughts on what was going to happen at that at-bat.
Pitch from Downs. Ooh, just missed hitting him. I think Baruti was hit by a pitch his last time up, I believe. Tiger Baruti, number 24.
You hear the chants and the fans are, come on, Tiger.
Downs, the pitch. And half-hearted swinging on that one is Baruti for the second strike.
I've got an admission to make. I used to go by Tiger myself, so I'm going to have to say I'm a fan of Baruti here.
Downs trying to get out of a jam here to pitch. And that ball's flared into left field, long run for it, and making a nice grab on the run is Ranke. And that is the end of the inning. But not before Diesel scores twice. 5-3 Diesel with the lead here at Northtown.
Real live action here. Stay tuned. We've got a couple more innings to go. A few more innings to go, and you're watching live baseball, MUNY AAA baseball on WNYathletics.com through the Facebook channel.
Do you want whiter teeth? Visit the Aesthetic Associate Center's I Smile Spa.
We didn't get here by accident. It starts with a plan to protect your future, to invest in your future. It started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
We needed a plan to protect what matters most. By investing in our future, that all started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
All right. Yeah,
welcome back, everyone. They're WNYathletics.com through the Facebook channel. I'm Tim Morozak, joined by Mark Johnson, Frank Wolf at the production board, and Fuzzy Dean at the camera. And so far we've had some technical difficulties, not by our own doing, but some baseballs are in the air tonight, not just on the field, but right near.
Woo! There's a foul ball ripped down the line. Tyler Phillips yanked one out of play. Well, he's got a nice swing on him.
Well, whenever you're this close to the action, and we, like you mentioned earlier, we've got a nice perspective right behind the first base line, and you're always going to be in the line of fire, so it pays to pay attention. And nice job for both Frank and Fuzzy to elude those balls earlier.
Well, Tyler Phillips, 0-1 now, as DeLeo stays in the ball game for Diesel. The pitch, nice change up there. Way ahead of that pitch was Phillips.
And DeLeo's having a really nice outing so far for Diesel, and now in his little bit in second and a half inning, if you will. He came in the middle of the third.
And he strikes out Tyler Phillips looking. Tyler never had a chance with that pitch. He was looking for fastball all the way and is sent to the bench.
It's now back-to-back strikeouts for DeLeo, and that's also his fourth strikeout in short work. So a little bit more than a strikeout an inning he's on pace for, and looking real sharp for Diesel right now.
Brian Comerford steps in, takes a strike one.
Comerford walked his last at-bat and grounded out in his first at-bat, so he's still looking for his first hit of the night.
Pitch on the way, and it's high and outside, and Comerford didn't want anything to do with it. 1-1 count. 5-3 Diesel here, top of the sixth inning. He scored a couple last inning. Pitch missed low.
I'd say the only thing missing at Northtown Center tonight is the organist. Play a little music in between innings and during the pitches. That's baseball to me, Mark.
Another pitch missing for DeLeo down low, so Comerford with a good eye here for All In Sports. They need base runners. Down a couple runs here. They tied it up, but Diesel came back with a pair. There's a strike on the corner.
Well, you know, Paul Wolf's group here has been together for some time, and they've had tremendous success in the MUNY League. And you could see that veteran leadership is showing up right now with the 2-run advantage here in the sixth.
Pitch is low, gets away. It's going to be a pass ball. It was low anyway, ball 4. So Comerford gets down to first base, and that's just what All In Sports needed. They need to get their leadoff runner on, and they do just that. And check that. It was the second batter of the inning. Phillips struck out. So with one down, Comerford at first base.
He's going to bring up Isaiah Salas, who doubled his first at-bat, struck out his second at-bat. Going to try to move that runner right now.
Pitch. Salas cracks one. The shortstop comes up. That's Wagner. They flip and turn, and I believe he's safe down here at first base.
Salas doing a nice job of running that out to make it into the first base. So reaches first, but still no advancement to second base for that runner. Brian Comerford just couldn't quite make the bag there.
So Wagner with another nice play at short. Right now he's my player of the game. He had an outside. There's a pass ball. It gets away, and Salas is going to go down to second base. So Lacongo's having some issues behind the plate. I believe that's the third pass ball for him. And unfortunately for Diesel, Salas makes his way down to second here with 2 out.
Brandon Orr right now up to bat. Walked his first at-bat, grounded out in his second at-bat.
DeLeo checks the runner. Now he comes to the plate. Pitch, curveball in there for a strike. Nice pitch there from Joe DeLeo.
could see All In has got they're a little feisty themselves, and they're certainly not going to go down without a fight tonight.
Pitch on the way, and Orr fouls it right side out of play.
Looks like this is the only diamond in action in the Northtown Center at the moment. But what's nice to see is during the day, this is a real hive of baseball activity. It's just a nice welcome sight of summer and getting back to somewhat of a normal recreation for Western New York.
DeLeo missed with that pitch low and outside. And it has been a struggle here the last 4 months in Western New York, I'm not going to lie. DeLeo's pitch. And that was outside as well. And Orr did a pretty good job there, Tim, of holding up off that pitch.
Sure did. And, you know, speaking of the struggle over the last few months, can't forget to thank everyone who's been stepping up, whether that's hospital workers, grocery store workers, law enforcement, government officials. Everybody's been really working overtime, and even everybody working at home, raising kids. It's not an easy thing to do right now.
Shot to Wagner. He came up with it, threw it over to DeMartin, and made the play, and that ends that inning there. And the threat with a man stranded at second base. Diesel doing the job defensively. They're up 5-3 as we head into the bottom of the 6th inning.
We didn't get here by accident. It starts with a plan to protect your future, to invest in your future. It started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
We needed a plan to protect what matters most. By investing in our future, that all started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
All right, we're back here live for the bottom of the 6th inning here. Diesel up 5-3. And leading off for this Diesel team, number 27, the shortstop, Mike Wagner, who's made some sensational plays at short today. Pitch from Downs. And that is popped up to the third baseman, Salas. A nice play over there for All In Sports. One down.
It's 0 for 4 now for Mike Wagner. 3 pop-ups, 1 ground out. So having a nice job in the field, but still looking to find his way at the plate tonight.
Once again, Connor Desiderio is going to go to the bullpen to warm up here. And Neil DeMartin is up, the first baseman. Takes a strike.
And maybe we need to adjust the monitors if Desiderio's in the bullpen again, but Frank seems to be okay with working his magic on the single unit right now and still giving you a great broadcast on WNYathletics.com through Facebook.
Downs' last pitch was fouled and tap fouled from DeMartin, so that's an 0-2 pitch now coming up. And that is flared and down the left field line and foul.
DeMartin now 1 for 3 on the night, single in his second at bat, and sandwiched between that were 2 fly outs.
Martin steps back in, the left-hander against the right-handed pitching Downs. Fires and just missed outside with that pitch. A nice pitch there from Jason Downs, but didn't get the call from the home umpire.
Folks, if you've never been to a AAA MUNY game, you got to get out. The pitching is just something to watch, and you know it's baseball in one of its finest forms when you have that pitcher-hitter matchup, and just the variety and the difference in styles of the pitching out here and the level of talent. Can't speak enough about it.
Downs gets a new baseball in from the umpire. Wines kicks, delivers, and a little inside and a little high there for D. Martin. So Desdario warming up in the bullpen behind us. Looks like he's going to be coming in here for this 6th inning possibly. As Downs throws one in the dirt. So the count 2-2 now.
And this has been a game of management too. You know, you figure Anthony Belstrea had to make that change, taking Voss out quick. That was great management by him, and really able to keep a live opportunity for his all-in squad.
Pitch and just missed, and Martin draws the walk. So he'll trot down to first base. And that brings up number 8.
That's Matt Weidel's back. Weidel's back tonight, 2 walks. He had a run scored and also a strikeout.
So Downs looks at the right-hander, fires, and throws a strike to start off this batter. All in sports down here, 5-3. They need to get the offense back on the field. But after that walk to DeMartin, Downs now facing a tough batter in Weeds. Pitches in the dirt. A nice stop there by Fleming.
And I owe the young man an apology. I keep calling him Weidelsbach, but it's Wiedelsbach. Therefore, thus the nickname Weeds.
Fleming going to go to Ashland University. That ball's in on the ground. Nice play there. Spinning, turning, get him at second base. And a nice play there by the second baseman Orr. He came up with that ball, spun around, and found his man Laplante over at second base, so they get the force at second.
So Weidelsbach will reach first base.
Brings up John Zambra, third baseman.
Perfect 3 for 3 right now, Mark. Having a tremendous night at the plate. 3 singles.
Had a big night Monday night as well in that 15-1 win. Diesel looking to make it 2 in a row here tonight. Pitch, and that ball is fouled straight back up into the screen. The wind calming down a little bit here. Still checking in at 79 degrees, and so the temperature finally getting under the 80-degree mark.
Yeah, and over the weekend it's supposed to stay in the 80s, I believe, so may have a few thunderstorms.
Winds out of the northwest.
Downs the pitch. There goes Wiedelsbach on the move. He's trying for a steal. He's going to get there. Nice play by Weeds. He wheeled down the second base and stole it.
Oh, and you have a 2-run advantage. Advancing that runner early in this bottom of the 6th. That's a huge advantage right now for Diesel, and they're going to try to extend that lead with Wiedelsbach on second now.
And the winds have picked up. It's out of the southwest at 18 miles an hour right now. Doesn't really feel like it at this where we're at here, but timeout called by the umpire. So Weeds down to second. This is a big run for Diesel. They scored this one, Timmy. It could be all she wrote.
Yeah, with All-In having difficulty generating runs, growing that lead by 3 could be a big difference.
Downs' pitch is high and outside.
But you know what? Baseball, you do see innings where a team can catch fire, so you never know. And I think that's what makes this game so interesting tonight, that both teams definitely have the potential to generate runs at any given moment.
That pitch fouled away. Designer goes to Mercyhurst down in northwest Pennsylvania. I remember playing for Medaille College. We took a trip down to Mercyhurst and got slapped around in a doubleheader.
Not sure if he's graduated from Mercyhurst, but I know at least he went there. That's for sure. And good ball players out there, right, Mark?
Oh yeah. That ball looked like it was foul. I cannot believe this call here. That ball looked foul to me, and they called him out.
And I think we're going to have a little confrontation on that one.
It should be.
Maybe not.
That ball was definitely foul. It was coming right at us in the angle we're at, Tim.
Yeah, it's a ground out nonetheless. And with that,
I can't believe it.
With that, that's going to end the inning. So right now your score stands at 5-3. We're heading into the top of the 7th inning. On WNYathletics.com, you're watching us live on the Facebook channel.
Do you want whiter teeth? Visit the Aesthetic Associate Center's I Smile Spa. Loose dentures? Eat that steak and corn on the cob again with Shatkin mini dental implants.
We didn't get here by accident. It starts with a plan to protect your future, to invest in your future. It started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
We needed a plan to protect what matters most. By investing in our future, that all started with Scroy Financial. Plan, protect, invest. Scroy Financial.
Hi, I'm Paul Wolf, local independent insurance agent for over 15 years. We represent over 30 insurance companies to try to find the best coverage and the best price for you. We're family owned and operated. We specialize in auto, home, and commercial insurance.
Call the Paul Wolf Agency today at 835-9653 or stop in at 2686 Elmwood Avenue in Kenmore.
The next time your insurance rates go up,
Call the Wolf.
Welcome back, everyone. Pitching change for Diesel. Joe Barbario is taking the mound, number 43. And a really nice outing for Joe DeLeo, who came in relief of Zach Lighton. So Lighton, DeLeo, and now Barbario is going to work into this 7th inning for Paul Wolf's Diesel squad.
And that could be all she wrote as well for Jason Downs. We just saw him walk by our broadcast location. So looks like we could have a pinch hitter here as well for All In Sports, number 7. Swing and a miss. And once again, I do not have another 7.
Zach Laplante, I believe. Zach Laplante goes down Triple C.
Oh, yep, there it is. Fouls a pitch away. This officially listed as a pitcher and / outfielder from Kenmore, New York. And a left-hander.
And NCCC putting together some tremendous baseball programs over the years. So Laplante firmly.
Oh, strikes him out looking. So Laplante with a chance off the bench to get something going, and that's not gonna get it started for you that way. 1 out.
Looks like another substitution, 45, Adam Ranke, who grounded out his last at-bat.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So coming out of the bullpen, Barbero, and he's throwing heat. As a closer should be. Wines, kicks, delivers. Ooh, just missed. High, ball 1. 5-3 Diesel out in front here. Got a feeling these two teams might meet again in the playoffs down the road.
And speaking of the playoffs, they have 3-round playoffs. The first round is a best of 3. And then the semis are best of 5, and the championship round also a best of 5. Going to be a lot of action, though, over the next month as these schedules are tight and getting as many games, and probably won't be too many rain-out games, you know, in terms of makeup games, but they're going to really pack in a boatload of games for you throughout this next month. So stay tuned on WNYathletics.com as we'll be following the action for you.
Barbero fires a strike. Here's another pitch. Oh, just missed low with that one. Boy, Joe's got a good motion and a nice release.
You can hear a little intensity by both dugouts right now as the animation and the volumes picked up significantly.
It's do or die time. That ball's fisted foul to the right side.
And I think all in, they understand where they're at in this game right now, and it's now time to put up some runs and put a little pressure on Diesel. They've been not able to do much the last few innings, so.
Oh, taking a look at a pitch, and it was just barely off the plate. Barbero didn't like the call, and trotting down the first baseman. First base is the batter. And that is, that's a tremendous play there by Ranke, who
Kyle Laplante is up to bat. Laplante.
Well, they need something out of Kyle, the shortstop. He's struggled a little bit here tonight. Pitch, and that's outside low.
Yeah, Laplante 0 for 3, 2 ground outs and 1 pop-up.
Barbero fires. Oh, that looked low and got the called strike from the home umpire.
And we've got a very animated first base coach. I love it. Right now, this first base coach for All In is earning his keep and giving good instructions to the runner.
Pitch. Oh, and it's another low strike call. What a call that was. 2 pitches, and it looked like in the same area, Tim. Both called strikes.
Well, and the umpire is now getting back control, and you know it's been a fairly well officiated game, so can't complain too much if you ask me.
That ball's rifled foul down the line. No, they're going to call fair. It was fair. It went down the right field line, and they'll dig it out in the corner and coming up with it, and now we have men at second and third for LG Castillo. That ball, I don't know if it's the angle I'm at, Tim, or not. I thought it was foul.
You know what? We have a pretty good angle from where we're at, and you know, I can't say the umpire has the same angle we do, but from our perspective, I'm going to concur with you. It definitely looked like that ball went foul prior to reaching the bag.
Paul Wolf.
And right now, the
can't
Diesel,
believe it.
Outfield is also.
Paul Wolf cannot believe it. Oh, they can't believe it. He's arguing with the umpire. I don't know. The way I'm looking at it, I had that ball foul, Timmy.
And you know what? The lighting could be an issue for perhaps the umpire to be able to catch it from that angle. It was a sharply hit ball, but a crucial non-call right there.
Oh, they're going to walk LG. They're going to walk LG Castillo. And LG's going to trot to first base. Boy, I tell you, I hate to see that happening. And I'm one of the first people out there that need to get rid of the intentional walk. I don't like that rule. And it hurts here tonight. We could have seen a great at-bat from LG. So the bases are loaded now for All In Sports. After a couple of tough calls, and now...
Well, speaking of the intentional walk, not to divert the conversation, but do you know how long it's been in play for in Major League Baseball?
Too long.
I would think it's been almost since the beginning of time, but that's a good question if they implemented that at a certain point.
Well, before you had to throw at least 4 balls to walk the batter. Now you can just walk them.
That's true. But even,
which to me is even worse.
It's still an intentional walk, but I guess even the old version, I'm questioning when that was. You're right, though. They did modify the rules. But
I'm still going back to the play before, Timmy. I just could not believe it. Mike Fleming will step in, the left-hander, with the bases loaded here. Down 5-3. All In Sports needs a rally. The pitch. And swing and a miss. Fleming never had a chance at that one. Barrow would have good movement there with that fastball.
Yeah, good delivery. Fleming with a double RBI double as last at bat, so showing a little bit of momentum at the plate.
Pitch. That's in there for a strike. Fleming looked at it. A ball that was hit down the right field line was called fair. And I had that ball fouled by at least 6 inches, but nonetheless, Fleming looks at a pitch low. It did miss by much. Libero really feeling it now. Former Lancaster star. Where's number 43 for this Diesel team? The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Well, that's how you answer that, Tim.
That shows some real good nerves for Joe Barbario. Nice job with getting his first strikeout of the game, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Desperately needed right there.
Well, Sam Pastore up now, number 9. The right-hander settles in the batter's box.
Pastore struck out his last 2 at-bats. Prior to that, he had an RBI single in the first inning.
The pitch in the dirt. Pastore says, hold up.
Joe Barbario with a very loose jersey. You can see some pitchers prefer to have that real looseness with their clothing, and he's definitely one of them. Kind of reminds me of C.C. Sabathia. He always kept it real loose.
Castile at first. Swing and a miss. As Pastore couldn't catch up with that one. Laplante at second, Ranke over at third. Bases are loaded. What an opportunity here for All In Sports. The pitch. Oh, just missed him up top. Boy, Sam got out of the way of that one.
Well, you could tell right away at the beginning of this inning, All In became a little more vocal in their dugout, and you could sense that they're really trying to get that energy level going, and they've done a nice job of that so far.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. The barrel's really throwing hard now, Tim.
Well, he has not given up a run yet, so if he's able to get this out, he's looking good at possibly getting out of this inning unscathed.
That pitch just missed. We passed 11 o'clock hour here, so we've got ourselves a real baseball game. Bases loaded. Top of the 7th inning. 5-3 Diesel. Barbaro's pitch struck him out, and that's the ball game. Diesel wins it 5-3 behind the golden arm of Joe Barbaro. What a way to finish it. Barbaro comes in and throws some heat with the bases loaded and gets the job done here for this Diesel team. 5-3 winners tonight here from the Northtown's ballpark.
Well, it was a tremendous game and great effort by both teams. Smart to walk LG there. As you mentioned, you would have liked to have seen him have a chance to put his mark on this game, and it wasn't to be. And nice job management for Paul Wolf, again, coming up on top, and Diesel showing why they're one of the best teams in the Western New York MUNY. We're going to take a break. We're going to close the broadcast, for Tim Morozic, joined by Mark Johnson, Frank Wolf, and Fuzzy Dean on the camera. Thank you, folks, for listening. Come back soon. We're going to be bringing more action on WNYathletics.com.